everybody. So I was going to make this video a little while ago. I never really got around to it, and then I saw a video by the Griffiths the other day who said, hey, YouTube partnerships, what's it all about? They don't really say, I don't really understand. Well, I was going to make this video anyway, so I'm going to do that. So to understand how a YouTube partnership works, first you've got to understand how monetization works on YouTube. So, okay, very simple terms. You upload a video, okay? It's all your own content, that's important. You put monetization on it, which means you set up the account, have monetized to your AdSense, which you set up. Pretty cool sight in the morning. Adverts will be served onto that video, and the profits from that will be shared between you and YouTube. I believe it might be 45% or 47% to them, and 53 or something to you, but we'll call it 50-50 to make it easy to understand. So say your video that you put online makes $10 gross, you will get $5, and that will be paid to you through your AdSense account once a month, or well, you have to reach, I think it's $100 before you get paid. So it'll keep rolling over until you hit $100, then you get paid. Or if you're earning more than that a month, then you'll get paid that every single month. If you're in the UK, it comes from Google Ireland, so it's shown as a pounds earning. The conversion is already done. Now that's Google AdSense, very simple, straightforward, very good, I like it. So one thing with being on Google AdSense is you are on your own. You don't have anyone behind your back, trying to, if there's any copyright problems against your channel and stuff, there's no one you can contact. You can contact YouTube, but they are very hit and miss as to how easy it is to get hold of them, etc. It's very much an automated system. If you have more subscribers, then yeah, you do actually, get more of a human feedback, and that's fine. Generally things have improved a lot now, and the reason that YouTube partnerships came in the past, or the YouTube partnership, which was partnership with YouTube, was that gave you the benefit of having custom thumbnails and scheduled uploads, stuff like that. That was about 4 years ago, and basically it became very difficult because there were so many people wanting to join the YouTube partnership program through YouTube that it just didn't really happen, and the only people that seemed to get into it were the massive people. But then when you think about it, that and this goes the same for the feedback and what YouTube do to help you, because they don't do a lot, is that I think it's like the top 5% of most most viewed people on YouTube are paying like 70% of the money in, or something stupid like that. I mean, I'm not sure, but it's they're pulling hard views, and a company has to look after their biggest earners. And with that, they get preferential treatment, better customer service and stuff like that. They get a phone number of someone at YouTube, But these are your big guys, top 20, top 30, whatever. So what happened then to make it easier for everyone to become a member of a partnership was that YouTube allowed subcontracted companies to do this, which basically means a company says, hey, you sign up with us. Your channel is then part of our network. Your video still goes on YouTube, and adverts are still served on it as normal. But they say that they'll do something to help push your channel. They're going to help get premium ads, get sponsorship deals, get collaborations. They're all going to do so much to help your channel. You'll get emails like this. I'm sure you've had them. If you've got a couple of thousand subscribers, you're going to have had these emails. You're going to think, wow, I've made it. I've done so well. Look at this company that's come, and they want me to work for them, and look, they used my name and mentioned a title or something that's mildly relevant to my video, so I know this isn't just picking up off of YouTube as a bot. So then what do they want in return? Well, they want, now my first contract I was on with Social Blade RPM, I was paying 40%, so it was 40-60 split, 60 to me, 40 to them. 40% of my earnings went to them. Now there isn't 40% of the $10 made from that video, because YouTube still take their 50%. So that is 40% of your $5, which was 50% of the money made from the video. You're now getting the equivalent of what, 25% of the money? It's not very good, is it? But if they're getting premium ads on, if they're doing all this stuff for you, then yeah. If they help you make an extra $200 and they take like $50 of that, you're like, no, that's good. But they don't, because they don't have the power or the resources or the ability to just make channels work. Now, in the past, they wouldn't approach small channels, you know. When I say small channels, I mean like probably 30, 40, 50,000, I don't know, something like that. And then it seemed like it was like you had to have a minimum of 5,000 subscribers before they'd even talk to you. But now, if you have 2,000 subscribers, you're going to have company... Go on, I'm letting you all go. Oh, where was I? Yeah, you're going to have lots of these companies coming to you, even when you've only got a couple of thousand subs. And how can they possibly look after all of these people, you know, put all this work in to help grow your channel, if they're going after people with only a couple of thousand subscribers? Think about it. A couple of thousand subscribers, you know, on the average that you earn $1 per 1,000 views on YouTube. If you manage to, you know, get 10,000 views in a year, or say even 100,000 views in a year, that's $100. And it seems that that breakdown is actually very accurate between everyone. Well, not very accurate, but, you know, very, very good idea. So if you want to look at someone's channel and work how much money they make, look how many thousands of views the channel gets, or a video gets, or anything, you know. Just remember, $1 per 1,000 views. The point is, they're going after all these small people, and there's no possible way that they can fulfill all the promises that they make. And there's also lots of other shady little things that they do. Now, I'm going to give you my experience, and the way it worked for me was I was with, as I say, Social Blade RPM, which then kind of turned into Maker, which is kind of the same thing. And then Maker got bought by Disney, but Maker's still Maker, but they're owned by Disney. I believe Maker was started by the Shaytards, or Shaytards, whatever they were. You know those people, they were huge all those years back. I was with RPM, I was on a 60-40 split, and I was like, yeah, they're really going to help, they're really going to do stuff to help me out. I was naive, I was stupid, my eyes had not been opened by this point. Of course they did nothing, and it became very obvious that they did nothing. Oh, of course, and then I also got the thumbnails and that sort of stuff, but no more than like a month after I joined, YouTube was like, everyone have thumbnails, everyone have scheduled uploads, everyone have it. And it was like, ah, well, okay, whatever, but I get these things. I get a music library, and then, you know, a year or two later, YouTube made their own music library, which was better. And there were other ways to get music anyway, and the music library they gave you sucked ass. And that was basically it. They didn't really do anything else but take my money. I had lots of offers from lots of other companies down the road, but and I thought, because I read the contract, that I could leave at any time. I just had to give a month's notice. That, you know, if another better offer came along, and I'll just take that and go. Well, as it turns out, that's not the case. I discovered this because someone made me a better offer. They said, hey, look, we'll give you a 70-30 split. And I was like, man, that's 10% more, I might as well do it. And I was like, you know, I'll leave my partnership company and go to them, thinking that I'd only have to give a month's notice. Well, I explained to my company, hey, I want to leave, I've got better offers. And they said, no, we'll match that offer, not a problem, we'll match that offer for you. I'm like, cool, okay. So they matched the offer. Paperwork came through, and I stupidly signed it, and then I realised that yes, they had given me that, but they'd renewed my contract, and my contract was 2 years old, 2 years long, and not only that, you cannot leave it until the end period, and then to leave you have to let them know via these different methods between this date and this date, not after this date because it will auto-renew and blah 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 and all of this crap. I basically ended up being in a contract for 3 years that I only wanted to be in for, well, I didn't want to be in at all halfway through it, but I was forced to be in for 3 years because of the way that happened. And there were other things I wasn't allowed to do. I wasn't allowed to let other people use my content at all. So, for instance, say someone to me, hey, I want to use a section of your video to help promote your channel. Can I use that? And I'm like, no, because I contractually agreed to not do that. I had the Weather Channel in America come to me and say, hey, we want to use one of your videos on the show. It looks really funny. It'll be good for the little piece we're doing. Can we use it? And I'm like, hang on, let me speak to Maker. Hey, Maker, look, Weather Channel's come forward. They want to, you know, put my video on the show. It's good, you know, it's any advertiser, if you're advertising, they're not offering me any money, so there's no money that you're losing because I'm not making any money. So why don't we, can you not give like a special dispensation to do this, as it's a good promotion for me? As you've done nothing for me up until this point, why don't you give me this one little thing? No, they wouldn't allow it. So literally there was no benefit whatsoever to being with them. As much as they wanted to make out that, you know, it was better for me and they were going to do all this stuff, I said to them, look, I want you to tell me right now exactly what it is that you've done for my channel in the past year. What things have you done? I haven't seen you post it anywhere, I haven't seen me mention anything. They've done nothing, and they couldn't prove that they'd done anything, and that was that. Also, when you ask them a question, you'd say, hey, can you tell me what X, Y, and Z is? And they'll reply with something that's kind of similar to what you were talking about, but wasn't relevant and was of no use. And you reply and say, hey, no, that's not what I said, or I'd explain this part of it, I understand that part of it, but I'm asking you this. Understand I know this, what is this in regards to this? And you just got a stupid answer. Useless. So as I say, they're not worth it. They just take your money and do fuck all for you. Whether that be 40% or 20% or 30% or 10%. I mean, I was just put down to a 10% contract at one point, I think, or I was offered that anyway. Yeah, I was offered. Because when I left my contract, I considered going to another one because I thought maybe people would be different. I had a lot of discussion with Full Screen and a couple of other ones, and was just like, and I just got this vibe of, they're all like, yeah man, I'm here for you, I'm going to be your representative, I'm going to work with you man, we're going to go to the top man, we're going to go to the top. And we're like, okay, how are we going to do that then? Well, you know, we can, with our infrastructure, we can do this, that and that. Yeah, but are you actually going to do that? See, the thing is, I think if you're one of their highest subscribed, most viewed partners, yeah, they're going to help you out. Of course they're going to help you out as much as they can, because you are the cash cow. You are the small percentage making the bigger percentage of the money for that company. So that's basically what a YouTube partnership does. They are offering you services for a percentage of the money that you earn from YouTube. As I say, you're going to get email after email. It's going to sound like the best thing in the world. Fuck them all. Recently, when I was enlightened, I started talking to these companies more as they were emailing me. You know, I was getting personal messages all the time, and then I put a business email on my YouTube, and I'm getting flooded with them now. You know, the Ping Network, BBTV, GT Channel, Full Screen, and all these other people. They're all like at my door trying to get a piece of the pie. And also they won't tell you a network sometimes. You get enlightened to it, and you can see these people from, oh, you know, we can do this with a Huffington Post and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, are you? And I reply to a lot of them like this: are you an MCN, a multi-channel network? Sometimes they don't reply. They know what that means. That means fuck off. Sometimes they're like, yeah, we are. Like BBTV did for me recently. Because while I was sort of researching this video, I thought I talked to a few of them, and I said, no, I'm not really interested. Sorry, you don't do actually any of the half the things you say. And they were like, what do you mean, man? Oh, you see, this is the problem. At our network, we have to put up with all the problems from other people. You know, other networks have screwed over creators, and it's meant that we're picking up the pieces. We're helping you guys get back together and get back on your feet and go to the top. We have all these things we're going to do for you. We're going to get you there. It's you and me, buddy. In it forever. Thelma and Louise. Off the cliff. Yeah, well, they make me want to throw myself off of that cliff. Because they're just so full of shit. And I said to them, I said, look, it's as simple as this. Will you, in writing, tell me the things that you are going to do? You know, I want like a goal-based contract. Like, within 6 months, you are going to do this, this, and this to try and help my channel. I want to see, like, you know, a post somewhere else. You know, so like, can you do that? And they're like, and they completely avoided that. And we just went on to some other spiel about what amazing things they were going to do for me. So, in my opinion, MCNs, all of them, I'm not picking one out in particular, any of the others. I can only talk for the ones that I've had an experience with. I haven't shown any of their exact correspondence, and I've been truthful to the things said. And this is my opinion. Should be able to get sued here. I don't think that they are worth anything, unless you have a very large amount of subscribers, in which case they will do the things, most likely, that they say they're going to do for you. So in short, yeah, they're not worth it. Don't do it. If I was you, that's my advice. Just get AdSense and just go with that, because unless you're a huge channel, you're not going to be making enough to really be worth their time. But they'll take you on board, of course they will, with thousands of other people. As people have said, well, why are they interested in me? I've only got a couple of thousand subscribers. You know, my channel makes probably $100 a year. But, you know, they'll get $40 of that $100 if that's on the percentage contract you're on. And they've got thousands of people, thousands and thousands of people, which is why they're mass emailing them. Just get on board, do it. Because their contracts are written in such a way that they will not fulfill a single thing in it other than pay you money, which is basically what the AdSense would have been. So they're like basically a money-grabbing bastard filter in the middle. So MCN, money-grabbing bastard filter in the middle. That's basically what it is. In my opinion. Anyway, I hope that's helpful to you, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye. The guys in there have been like saying, "How are you getting that home?" I'm like, on the bike, and they're like, "Do you think there's going to be enough room for all of you?" And I'm like, I don't know. But I'm a motorcyclist, I do stupid well. As long as that's not long enough to end up going in the rear wheel.